So welcome to our 10th class for yoga for breast cancer recovery. So we're going to start our pranayama sitting up today. So make sure you're comfy on the cushion. Take the thigh, rotate it out a little bit so you can feel your sits bones on the cushion. So nice and tall, let the shoulders relax. Center your head over your hips and close your eyes. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Again, inhale. Exhale with a sigh. And a third and final time. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to release. So we're going to allow ourselves to come fully and completely into the room so we can be in the present moment. So you might have to take time to give yourself permission to completely let go and make sure that the next hour is just for your own well-being. And then you can start tuning into your breath. Notice the speed you're breathing at. And let it slow down with each cycle. Notice where your breath is falling in your body. And then deepen your breath. So each time you inhale, ideally you feel your belly inflate like a big, big balloon. And every time you exhale, you squeeze in a little bit with the abdominals. And then make sure your breath is very fluid. And then we'll start contracting our throats for the Ujjayi breathing. So you may like inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth if that works for you. And listen in to those beautiful sounds, the waves coming in and out. And we also want to add in that feeling of the energy moving in the body. So each time we inhale, we want to feel that energy rushing up towards the third eye from the tailbone. And as we exhale, we let the energy calm our bodies. And we let that keep growing in the body. The energy coming in and out. We even let it recycle our energy. And at the same time, we're going to add in breath retention. So we inhale to a comfortable level. Hold the breath at the top of the inhalation. Whenever you need to, exhale very slowly. Again, hold the breath at the bottom of the exhalation. And keep going. Inhaling, holding the breath for whatever time feels appropriate for you. And exhaling out nice and slowly. And again, holding the breath for whatever time feels appropriate to you. And as we do this, we allow the energy to build. So we inhale, we bring all the energy up towards the third eye. You might see colors dancing. You might feel a vibration. That's all normal. As we exhale, we let that energy come down, and you'll feel that the energy is kind of growing around your hips, and you'll become very solid. You might feel very heavy against the floor. And we use this also as a type of recycling of our energy. You can imagine exhaling and sending out all the negativity, inhaling and bringing in all the positivity. And as we do this, it starts feeling like the energy gets too big for our body. So you can imagine inhaling, bringing the energy up towards the third eye. And then as you hold the breath, let it come out the crown of the head, and it's going to grow the whole way up to the center of the universe. As we exhale, the energy comes down from the universe. It's going to go through the head, down through the spine. And as you hold the breath after the exhalation, you can imagine your spine making a type of root going down through the floor. And it's going to grow the whole way down to the center of the earth. So now this time when we inhale, the energy of the earth is coming up through the body. And you can imagine all of your cells absorbing this nice, beautiful energy. And again, we're going to exhale. You can imagine all the energy from the universe also coming in, and you can feel all this positive energy coming into the body, clearing out the negativity. And as we keep working, we're able to let go of so many things. So we keep letting that energy build, and we start focusing in on our own power. So sometimes we look at others and we wonder, how did they do that? And that person's so magnificent and they're wonderful and aren't they lucky? When really, sometimes it's ourselves blocking our own energy. So again, we exhale, we let go of all that negativity, anything that's limiting us. And we inhale to really open up to that possibility and feel our own power and everything that we can accomplish. So after your next exhalation, you can let the breath retention be released. Keep breathing deeply from your belly. You can even keep your eyes closed, and as you exhale, let your chin drop down towards your chest. It might not touch, that's perfectly fine. Just let it dangle down so that the weight of the head starts helping to open up the neck and the spine, and you might even feel that the stretch is moving down through your back. And you can start doing little half circles by inhaling and rolling your chin up towards one shoulder. Exhaling, let it drop down towards the heart. And inhaling to round towards the other shoulder. So we're going to keep rounding the head a few times, letting all the tension be released from the neck. And if that's comfortable, you can bring it into a full circle. Listen in for all the crunches and all the movements in the vertebrae. And try to make the full mobility of your neck. Okay, change directions as well. And try to keep your shoulders quite low as you do this. Perfect. Come back to your center. And then for the next posture, we're going to be doing a forward fold. You can stay on your cushion or not, whatever feels better for you. We're going to, if you moved, take the flesh from the thigh, rotate it out again. We're going to extend the feet forward. So your feet are going to be about the same distance as your hips. We're going to flex the feet so that it's as if we're standing on the floor and push the thighs down to the ground. If you prefer, you can also take your strap around the ball of the feet. So it's more important to keep the back straight than to go down further. So we're going to make sure that our spine feels very tall, our shoulders are relaxed. And as we exhale, we're going to see if we can move forward. Sometimes that movement's not big, but as long as you feel a stretch in your hamstrings or your low back, you're in the perfect position. So again, every time we inhale, we want to feel that spine very long. And every time we exhale, we're going to see if we can move forward another millimeter or two. Good. Keep the thighs pressed down to the floor. Keep working gently through the cycle of breath to make those little minor changes. And you should feel a nice stretch, but never pain. So if you are going too far, come back about 10% and see how that feels in your body. Keep nice and relaxed. But at the same time, you still want to place your effort into the posture. And feel all that tension being released from the low back and the hamstrings. Very good. On your next inhalation, you can slowly come back up. You can put your strap to the side if you like, and cross your legs. So we're going to do a back arch. So you can either put your hands behind your hips with the fingers spread, or you can come up on your wrists, on your fists, I should say, depending on what's more comfortable. So we're going to let the knees relax, and then press the tailbone to the floor, which raises up the belly. Then squeeze the shoulder blades together, the heart lifts. And you can decide if it's more comfortable for you just to turn your gaze up towards the sky, or let the head drop below. Good. Inhale nice and deeply. Exhale. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. And as you're in the back arch, notice how nice it feels to inhale. We get so much more air in this position. Feel all that tension being released from the shoulder blades. Perfect. Bring your chin forward and walk your hands by your sides. Good. On your next inhalation, you can raise your right hand up. You're going to put it on the left ear and then let the right ear sink towards the right shoulder. Now you will always want to make the posture for you, so you can move your head around a little bit to find the angle that needs the most work on the left side of your neck. And then once you have the position, you can just let your head hang. There's also another option if you feel like it's appropriate for you, to press the left shoulder down towards the ground. So we're not pressing the hand into the earth, it's really the muscles around the shoulders that are pulling downwards. Good. Keep taking deep breaths and see if you can focus your breath in by your collarbones for the moment. Very good. Inhale, lift your head and your hand back up towards the sky. Slide the left hand out about 30 centimeters from the hip. Let the elbow bend, and we're coming into Crescent Moon. Good. So go down as far as you can without lifting your right hip off the floor. And then we're going to lift the heart, and then turn the right elbow and the right shoulder a little bit backwards. Good. You can allow your neck to totally relax if that feels good for you. If your arm is sore, feel free to bring it down to your sides. Or if you want a deeper stretch, you can stretch that right hand further out towards the left, and you'll feel the stretch move further down your back. All right, good. Inhale, we're coming back up, and we're going to need our strap for the next posture. So place it in your right hand, and then we'll be placing the right hand behind the neck or between the shoulder blades. Or if your right arm is affected, you can bring your elbow quite low. So once you have the right hand in position, bring the left hand back to hold onto your strap wherever you can. So it can be very close to the floor, it can be further up. Maybe your hands even locked together. It's really what's feeling good for you. Now, just with the muscles of your arms, pull your elbows back slightly. Again, always work in your limit, so you shouldn't be feeling any pain. Take in a deep breath. And if it feels appropriate for you, you can pull up and down on the strap with your two hands at the same time. So your arms aren't going to move very much, but you'll feel your shoulders engage. Keep breathing nice and deeply. Perfect. Exhale, release. Place your hands on your knees, and we're going to do a few shoulder circles. So just roll them back a few times with the full mobility that you have, and take time to rotate them forward as well. Perfect. Relax your shoulders. We're going to bring our hands back down to our sides for the next side. So inhale, raise your left hand up. We're going to place it on the right ear and let the left ear sink towards the left shoulder. So we're looking for a stretch on the right side of the neck. So, very good. So again, if your arm's affected, you don't have to put the hand on the ear. You can just let the neck rest. And then you have that choice of either letting the right shoulder relax or stretching it down towards the floor. Good. Keep breathing. Focus your breath in between the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Very good. Inhale, lift your head and your hand up towards the sky. We're going to slide the right hand out from the right hip, rotate the right elbow in, and exhale, we're coming into Crescent Moon. So again, both hip bones should stay on the ground. We're going to lift the heart up and rotate the left side a little bit backwards. So remember, you do have those options of leaving the arm down if you like. You can stretch it further out towards the right, and just go to wherever it feels appropriate for you. Notice your breath moving through the rib cage. Perfect. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to bring the hand down so that we can get a hold of our strap. So this time the strap is going to go in the left hand. Remember to always work with your own body. So the left hand can either sit on the shoulder, it can be behind the neck, it can be between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to bring the right hand back to hold on to the strap. So you can stay exactly how you are. You can pull the elbows back with your muscles. And if it still feels appropriate, you can pull up and down on the strap. Good. Keep breathing. Perfect. Exhale, release. You can bring your hands back down to your knees. This time we're going to inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, squeeze tight, 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 tight. Exhale, let go. One more time. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, let them drop down. So we're going to move into a twist from here. So bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind your tailbone. Good. Bring the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart up. Let the chin come down towards the throat. And exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So start more or less at the level of your belly button. And we're going to twist upwards from there. So every time you inhale, you want to feel your spine getting very long. So we create space between the vertebrae. And as we exhale, we twist a little bit more. Good. Keep breathing deeply. And on your next exhalation, come back to the center. So now we're going to put the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind the tailbone. Bring the shoulders back and down, lift the heart up, look behind the left shoulder, and exhale to twist. So again, the sacrum is not meant to twist, so we always twist from the level of the kidneys upwards. Inhale, and make it feel like somebody's pulling up on the crown of your head and you're getting taller. Exhale, we're going to twist a little bit more. Just go to wherever it feels appropriate for you. Perfect. Exhale to unwind nice and slowly. And we're going to go and practice our eagle arms right here. So this is when we lift our arms to the same height as the shoulders, if we can. Shoulders come back and down, the heart's up. We're going to exhale, twist the right elbow under the left. Then you have the option of just holding on to your shoulders or crossing your forearms and putting your hands together. If you have your hands on your shoulders, you can do the exact same exercises. Now, we're just going to see how it feels if we lift the elbows to the maximum of your shoulders, height of your shoulders. If you want, you can stay exactly here. You have a little stretch between your shoulder blades. If not, inhale, we're going to lift the elbows up, and exhale, let them slide down. So we can do this a few times. Listen into your breath. There you go. Come back to your center. Again, you have the choice of just keeping this very stable, or you can do circles with the elbows. Inhaling up and around, exhaling down and around. And then change directions. Perfect. We're going to come back to center. Exhale, release. So now we're twisting the arms so the right wrist is over the left. Let the shoulders really relax. Inhale, bring the hands up towards the heart. So from here, just advance to wherever you feel the first stretch. So you're going to exhale and bring the hands forward. Sometimes they get locked very tight at the top. That's perfectly fine. Let your fingers and your thumb, your hands relax. And whenever you're able, you can see if your hands can come down a little bit more. So again, we don't force, we don't want to overstretch the ligaments or the tendons. We just go to wherever it's appropriate and keep the shoulders nice and low while we're doing this. Perfect. Good. Feel all that tension leaving your hands, leaving your wrists, maybe your forearms. As you exhale, you can unwind the arms and shake them out. Let it all go. Perfect. Other side. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms up, and then we're going to twist the left elbow under the right. Again, we have that option of just letting the hands stay on the shoulders and let the arms be nice and heavy, or we can twist the forearms around and keep the hands together. So it's whatever is appropriate for your body today. Then lift the elbows up until you have a little stretch in the shoulder blades, no higher than the shoulders though. Good. Your options are to stay there, or you can lift the elbows up towards the sky and exhale them down. Nice and slowly, feel all that tension being stretched out between the shoulder blades. Perfect. Come back to your center. And again, you can stay stable here, or this time you can make circles with your elbows. You have to keep the torso nice and still so you only feel your arm bones circulating in the sockets. And then change directions. Work slowly with the breath. Perfect. Come back to your center, and then exhale, release, crossing the right wrist over the left, interlacing the fingers and relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, see just how far you can bring them forward. So there's no right or wrong angle. The perfect angle is the one that feels good in your body. So just go to wherever it feels appropriate today, and keep your shoulders nice and loose. Excellent. As you exhale, you can unwind. Again, shake out your arms and your hands. Perfect. You can even make little fists if you need to. So now we're going to be coming up on all fours. So there's several things that you can do here to be more comfortable. You can fold your mat so that your knees have more padding. Just keep them up under your hips. For your hands, it's also much easier on your wrists and your hands if you're up on your fists. That's an option. The second option is to place your hands down flat on the floor with the wrists under the shoulders, index fingers parallel, and the rest of the fingers spread out from there. Then we rotate the arm bones inwards. Perfect. So for the cat and dog posture, we're going to exhale, roll the spine up towards the sky, let the head, the tailbone drop down. And exhale, we're going to let it round down. Good. Inhale, let the back round up. Let the head and the tailbone drop down. Exhale, we're going to let it drop down again. Sorry, inhale, I've got it backwards today. Exhale, we're going to round up. Inhale, let it drop down. Very good. One last time. Perfect. Come back to your neutral spine. And we're going to take a step forward with the right foot. So the important thing here is to really look at the alignment for a moment. So you'll notice that if your knee is over your ankle, you'll be much more stable. Now lift your toes up, spread them out on the mat, and then try to grab your mat with the toes so that you activate the feet. Now we have to activate the abdominal muscles. As we inhale, we're going to bring our arms up and over the head for modified warrior one. So if we can, the arms rest about shoulder distance apart, the palms are facing one another, the fingers are spread out. We rotate the shoulders back and down and feel the shoulder blades come down the back. So even if we have one arm that's not able to go the whole way up, we can still feel the shoulder blades very low. Good. Now with your eyes, look up towards the sky. You can imagine all the power coming in from the universe to charge up your body. And in your next exhalation, we're going to bring the hands to prayer and open the elbows up nice and wide. Good. Press your belly button in again. Exhale, we're going to twist towards the right so the outside of the elbow rests on the knee. We're going to look over that right shoulder. And then you can stay there, or if you want to go and have a deeper twist, press the knee and the elbow together to go deeper into the posture. Keep breathing and feel your spine nice and long, and pay attention to make sure that you don't let the right shoulder rise up. Very good. On your next exhalation, you can unwind, bring your hands back down to the floor, and step back the right knee. Then we're going to step the left foot forward. So again, take the time to align your leg properly so your knee is over your ankle. We lift the toes up, spread them out, and then hold onto the mat nice and firmly with the toes. Good. Press your belly button in. Inhale, we're going to swing the arms up and over the head, again, just to wherever you're able to. If your arms are the whole way up, the palms are facing one another, the fingers are spread, and the shoulders rotate back and down as we go into a slight back arch. Good. Either look up towards the sky or let the head come back a little bit, depending on how you're feeling. Taking a few more deep, deep breaths. Very good. On your next exhalation, let your hands come down to your heart in prayer. Open the elbows up nice and wide. And then exhale, twist your left. So now it's the right elbow going to the outside of the left knee. And we look over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale. And if you like, you can press your elbow and your knee together now to go further into the twist. Very good. So you'll notice you'll stay steadier if your abdominals are engaged and you have that nice wide base for your foot and you still have the foot engaged on the floor. Very good. On your next exhalation, we unwind nice and slowly and then bring the left knee back. So from here, we're going to go into the camel posture. Even if your knees aren't very sensitive, you might want to fold your mat, because we're going to be up on both knees for a couple of minutes, or you can use pads or the blanket, whatever feels the best. So when we're in this position, the knees are just slightly open so that the leg bones are under the hip bones. Good. Now, turn the right hand out to the side. And as we inhale, we're going to lift it up towards the sky. You might even feel a little lift in the rib cage as we do this. As we exhale, we're going to slide the left hand down the left IT band, the left thigh, just to wherever we can to come into a crescent moon. So just go to wherever you're comfortable. Take a few deep, deep, deep breaths. So this is similar to our crescent moon. You'll feel it down the side of your body. And then you have the option here. Just be careful. You're going to contract the abdominals and move the left hand back to the left heel. If you have a hard time getting a hold of your heel, tuck your toes under, and that will give you a little bit more leanway. Now, press your hips slightly forward to have a little back arch. Then we have one more option, if you like, is to make circles with that right arm. So again, you're just tracing your mobility, so the size of the circle is totally up to you. And then change directions. Very good. We're going to bring the right arm down, press the belly button in, and come back to our center. Good. So as you probably feel a little bit unbalanced now, that's normal. So we're going to even it out. Turn the left hand to the side. Inhale. We're going to stretch that left arm up to the sky or wherever we can. Stretch up through the rib cage. Exhale. Slide the right hand down the right thigh. So again, always make the posture for you. You can totally just let the left arm hang down if that feels better. Keep taking deep, deep breaths. You'll notice too, sometimes we have an easier time to go down one side than the other. Good. So from here, contract your abdominals, bring the right hand back to the right heel. Remember, you can tuck your toes under too if you like. Lift the hips. And then if it feels appropriate for you, you can do circles with the left arm. And then change directions. Really just make the circle big enough that you're tracing your mobility. Good. Now when this left hand comes back, we're going to place it on our low back, press the belly button in, Lift up to center so we can place both hands on the low back. Press the hips forward. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe bring your elbows back. Look up towards the sky, just so you have a small back arch. Breathe nice and deeply. Perfect. Come back to your center. And then as you exhale, we're going to come right down into child's pose. So if you have to advance your mat, that's fine. You can keep your knees open for a moment. Bring your forehead right down to the mat. Let your hips move back towards your heels. Take a few moments to let your breathing come back to its natural pace. And if you like, you can even press your hands firmly to your mat to stretch out your back even more. Perfect. So we're going to walk our hands slightly backwards. Tuck the toes under the feet and keep walking the hands back as we straighten the knee to come into a standing forward fold. So it doesn't matter if your hands touch the ground or not. You can have them on your thighs, your shins, wherever it feels good. It's more important that your legs are straight. And take a moment to look at your feet. Make sure that all the toes are pointing forward. We lift the toes up. We always want to have that nice strong base, so grab a hold of the mat with your toes. Let your body, your upper body, hang down if that's appropriate for you. Take a few more deep breaths and feel all of that tension leaving the back of the body. Even keep your neck very, very loose. Good, now soften your knees. Press your belly button in. As you inhale, rise up, bring your hands up and over your head, and exhale to bring them down in front of your heart in prayer. Perfect. So we're going to practice our tree posture so that we keep gaining some abdominal strength and work on our balance. So just take a look at your feet. Again, the base is very important. So we lift the toes up, spread them out, and we want to activate the feet. So they're more or less under the hips. We're going to start by just lifting up the left foot. You can rest your heel just above the right ankle. You have the choice, too, of putting it on the calf. And then if you're really used to the posture, you can bring your foot to the inner thigh. Good, so we're going to bring our hands back to our heart in prayer. Shoulders back and down, belly button is in. Just try to avoid putting your foot on your knee. So it either goes below the knee or above, because when we put that pressure on the knee, we can actually develop problems in the knee joint. Good, keep breathing. Perfect. As we exhale, we're going to step down with the left foot. Try to stretch out those toes and grab the mat. Good. Now for the right leg, you can either put the heel just above the left ankle. You can put it on the left calf. If you're feeling really flexible today, you can put it in the upper thigh, depending on how you're feeling. Good. So your hands come to your heart in prayer. Shoulders come back and down. You can stare at a point at the wall to help keep you balanced if you like. And most importantly, breathe. Perfect. Exhale, step down with the right foot, and you can relax your arms too. So we want to take a nice deep step now. So you might want to turn the way you are on the mat. And when we take a deep step, the maximum would be to have your legs stretched out at the same distance as your wrists. So just go to where it's comfortable, and that would be your max point. So from here, we're going to prepare for Warrior Two. So we turn the right foot to the side, and you'll see that your right heel is aligned with your left arch. Take a minute to look at your arms. Hopefully they're on the same line. If not, feel free to adjust them as you need. Belly button in, tailbone down. Good. Exhale, bend the right knee to sink down to Warrior Two. Look over your right arm. Good. Now strengthen your arm muscles nice and tight and press your shoulder blades slightly together. Very good. Feel all of that strength building up in the body. Sometimes we shake a little bit in this posture. It's pretty normal. At the same time, you want to strengthen your inner thigh. Perfect. Exhale, bend the right elbow, place it down on the right knee. You might be able to sink a little bit further into the hips now. And see if you can swing the left arm up and over the ear, or place it down if that's appropriate for you. Good. Take a couple more deep, deep, deep breaths. Excellent. As you exhale, swing this left hand down to the floor, then the right. We're going to walk them to center and turn the toes inwards. Exhale, we're going to lean down in our wide-legged forward fold. Turn the tailbone up. Good. Take a few deep breaths here, letting the neck completely go. Perfect. Now, engage your abdominal muscles. Inhale, slowly come up to center. Sometimes you have to watch, especially if you have low blood pressure, because you can get a little bit dizzy. Good. Now, we're going to do the other side. So turn the left foot out. Your left heel is going to be aligned with your right arch. Inhale, raise the arms up parallel. Look over your left hand. Exhale, we're going to bend the left knee, coming into warrior two. Very good. Strengthen your arm muscles. Press your shoulder blades together. Make sure the inner thigh is nice and tight. Very good. On your next exhalation, you can bend your left elbow, bring it down to the knee, and swing the right arm up and over the head. Good. Again, if you need to adjust that level, that's perfectly fine. We always work with what's available to us. Feel that inner thigh starting to open up. And then exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor, then the left. You can walk your hands to center. Turn your left toes inwards and let your upper body drop down. So again, we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Turn your tailbone up towards the sky. And if you have your balance, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your elbows. And let your hands come down towards the head. Now, you still have another option. If you want, you can stay there, or you can make circles with your arms to really massage the tension around from the shoulder joints. And then change directions. Perfect. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Press your belly button in. And inhale to slowly come up. Perfect. So now we get to rest. We've worked really hard. So you can grab your cushion. And make sure that you have a block available for you. So we're going to put the cushion the opposite direction as the spine. And the block can be used to help hold your head up. So the cushion's fairly close to your hips. We want to feel that the heart's lifting up. So when we lean backwards, we can put the block at any one of its height to see what's available. So start with the biggest one. You can slowly see if you're able to go down and stop when you feel a bit of a stretch. It might even be okay for you to take the block out totally and completely. And once you're down in a comfortable space, you can make sure that your legs are comfortable too. Place your arms so they're very comfortable. And we're going to take a little moment to return to our breath. So just start observing all the qualities of your breath. Feeling the air coming in and out of the nostrils. Allowing everything to become nice and slow. moving back towards our sanctuary. And this morning, we're going to look at some techniques to help us with self-healing. So, as the breath slows down, we're going to take just first a moment to notice what's even happening in our bodies. So you can do a little scan, starting with the top of the head and moving slowly down through the body. And notice every single little message that your body's sending to you. So you might notice some places are open and healthy. Maybe some other places are tight and painful. And as we do this exercise, try not to place any type of negativity or positivity on those feelings. It's just an observation. And as you start noticing what maybe your body's telling you or what you need, try to allow those places to relax deeper and deeper with each and every exhalation. And then as we work with the cycle of the breath, you can start repeating to yourself, breathe in love. Breathe out tension. Breathe in peace. Breathe out negativity. Breathe in healing. Breathe out hurt. Breathe in love. Breathe out rejection. Breathe in harmony. Breathe out negative beliefs. Breathe in healing. Breathe out negativity. Breathe in self-acceptance. And breathe out self-judgment. Breathe in peace. Breathe out limits. Breathe in healing. And breathe out hurt. Again, take a moment to listen to your body, your mind, your emotions, and notice what it's telling you. And at the same time, remember that your body has such ancient wisdom, and all it wants to do is serve you and be at its optimum health. So we need to help it along with those types of visualization. So I'm going to imagine cleansing and releasing anything that's holding us back, especially in terms of our health. And we're already very open for new possibilities. Start sending love into every cell of your body. Send love into every bone, every muscle, every ligament, every tendon, every single organ and tissue of your body. Fill it full of love. And remember, you just being part of the universe deserves love. You receive love. And you are love. And allow your body to receive that message and start vibrating at that high frequency so it can heal. Notice that openness that's starting to run through your body. Notice the circulation changing. Notice what type of messages you might be receiving now. And we're going to move out of this posture very slowly and carefully. So bring your elbows to the cushions. Press your belly button firmly in towards your spine. Lift your head and then press your elbows onto the cushion to help lift you up. And then whenever you're ready, you can move the cushions to the side and lie back onto your back. And once you're down on the floor again, spread your arms open into a T posture or wherever they are available to go. And then we're going to bend our legs at their knees. And one knee at a time, let it come in towards your belly. And exhale, slowly let your knees come down to the right side. So remember, the perfect angle in yoga is the one that's perfect for you at this very moment. So feel free to use the cushions and blocks to support your arms or your legs. Sometimes it's even comfortable to put a cushion in between your legs. And adjust the level of your knees so that it's targeting what you want to target in your body. And then you can turn your head gently towards the left. And as you let your body really relax, be supported by the ground below you, all of your effort just has to go into your breathing. So inhale so deeply that you feel the whole left side of your body expand. You might even feel your shoulder lift up off the ground. And exhale, let it rest back down to the floor. Take a few deep breaths like this. Very good. Contract your abdominal muscles and inhale to slowly bring your knees back to the center. On your exhalation, you can slowly let them lower down to the left side. And remember, one side is not the same as the other, so feel free to adjust the level of your knees, put your arms where they need to be, support yourself with cushions and blocks if that feels better. Turn your head gently to the right, close your eyes if you like, and breathe fully and completely. Feel your body stretching from the inside out as you inhale, and allow it to rest and relax as you exhale. So again, as we put 100% of our effort into stretching through the inhalation, we also put 100% of our effort into relaxing during the exhalation. One is not more important than the other. Perfect. On your next exhalation, you can slowly unwind to the floor and start preparing for Savasana. So if you like, you can put a cushion under your knees. You can support your head if you prefer. Put your legs, however position feels good. Use your blanket if you want to be wrapped up and nice and cozy. Even feel free to put something over your eyes if you prefer. And then you don't have to make any physical effort whatsoever. Don't even feel like you need to control the way you're breathing. Just feel the support of the earth below you. And as we rest in Savasana, notice again all the vibration in the body. Notice the circulation pumping through your veins. And notice how different you feel right now compared to the beginning of the class. And as we take time to rest and allow the body to restore and re-find its ultimate health, thank yourself. Thank yourself for coming and doing every single thing you need to help your body, your mind, and your soul recover and heal. And remind yourself that you can come back to this feeling, this state of mind, whenever you need to, whenever you like. This is a memory. You're creating a healthy memory imprint for your body. Remember, we all experience moments of stress, poor health, discomfort. But even when we go through those periods, that we can take those moments, those pauses, to remember about love and support and healing. So we're going to start bringing our consciousness back into our bodies. So you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can start making any stretches you feel appropriate or any final movements. And hold on to that beautiful state of relaxation at the same time. And whenever you're ready, you can bend your legs at your knees and roll over on your right side in fetal position. Good. On your next inhalation, you can press your left hand down to the floor to help you come up to a seated position. Any position that's comfortable for you is perfect. You can even keep your eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall. Let your shoulders relax. And then bring your hands to your heart in prayer. So we'll chant Om to end our class. Take in a deep breath. Thank you. Namaste. So I hope you feel well. Thank you very much for coming today.